Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me on our normal Sunday, even though I'm posting it's kind of late. Sorry about that. Anyway, today we have the brand new 40th anniversary clear remix from G-Shock. This is model number DWE-5640RX-7. I have never seen a G-Shock like this, man. This uses all sorts of different materials. This thing is crazy. I'm absolutely in love with it. It does have one major flaw though, but because it's really cool, I honestly don't care. Let's check it out. Guys, we'll get into this thing, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like any of the other watches I've reviewed before on my channel. As y'all know, I get a very small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so when you do so, I definitely appreciate it. All right, I guess this is G-Shock's 40th anniversary JDM packaging. I'm not quite sure. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. This box is made out of recycled paper, and they use vegetable ink on this thing. I guess it's all sustainable and all that good stuff. All right, here is your manual. This has got the 3526 module in it. There's that. Here is the inner watch box. If it'll come out here. Oh, there we go. Here we go. It's in the shape of a G. It's pretty cool, man. Comes with this. Not quite sure what this is. Oh, I guess this is the warranty network for all the different countries around the world. This tells you where to go for your warranty, depending on what country you're from. All right, there you go. All right, get that out of the way. Let's open this thing up. These little tabs here that you pop open. It comes in like this little burlap kind of bag, fabric bag. Let me open it up. And when I saw this, guys, I absolutely had to have one. So there's your first look at it. And if you notice, resin, bracelet, and then metal bracelet. This is crazy. All right, let me get all this stuff out of the way. We'll go over all the 7 specs, of course, you need to know, and then we will talk about this crazy watch from G-Shock for their 40th anniversary. I have never seen anything like this. I think it's incredibly cool, just because of all the different materials they're using for this thing. Wow, that is nuts. Look at that. All right, let me go ahead and go over all the specs and we'll talk about this thing. All right, so looking at a 43.8 millimeter resin and carbon core guard case. I'll show you the carbon core guard here in just a little bit. It's 13.7 millimeters thick. It's 48.9 millimeters lug to lug. It does have a 19 millimeter resin and stainless steel bracelet. Of course, it's water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. It's got the 3526 movement in it with about a 3-year battery life. And you do get a mineral crystal, not a sapphire, unfortunately. Anyway, check down there in the description field for all the other specs. Like, you know, it's got different alarms, hourly time signal, countdown timer, stopwatch, all that good stuff. Anyway, check down there for that. All right, so let's talk about this watch, guys. I think it's incredibly cool looking. The mixture of the resin, you know, the transparent resin parts, the bracelet here that's made out, it has the resin links. And if you notice, these are spring bars, internal spring bars on these resin links as well as the metal links. This reminds me of that watch I bought a long time ago. Well, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I'll go put that up on the left-hand side of the screen. It's like a combi bracelet, but this is transparent. That uses the same little mini spring bars inside the links, which I absolutely love. They're so easy to deal with. Anyway, this is the transparent portion. This is just like a regular resin strap. Then it transitions to a resin combi bracelet. This is really cool. Then it has a metal link. Now you're going into metal buckle. And if you notice right here, it says G-Shock. It's got 4 stars for the 40th anniversary since 1983. You've got your stamped scissor clasp. Wasn't really expecting like a milled scissor clasp on a watch in this price range. And now you have got metal stainless steel links. Again, with the little mini spring bars inside. And then there's a transition to another metal plate. And then it goes back to the case. Now, anything you see that's gold is actually gold IP plated. So the buckle is gold IP plated. And if you look inside, the IC chip, the integrated chip, that big square has also got 4 stars on it for the 40th anniversary, and that is also gold IP plated. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Right up there in the upper left-hand corner, I believe it says G-Shock. And then right down there in the lower right-hand corner, you'll see a little G. They're just having a little bit of fun with it. So let's look more at the case. Obviously, you've got a transparent bezel. In fact, let me go ahead and take this thing off real quick. And I'll show you the carbon core guard. It comes off pretty easily. There you go. There's your carbon core guard case. If you look over here, there it is. There's the carbon core guard logo right there. Pretty cool, man. I mean, they're using like every material they could possibly think of in this watch. Let me go ahead and put this bezel back on. Again, super easy to put back on. Boom, it's back on. There you go. So guys, the main thing about this watch, obviously, is that it's a little hard to read. You've got to get it in the right light. It's definitely not the most legible watch I've ever seen. But because it's so cool and it's got all these different materials, you got the carbon, you got the resin, stainless steel, IP gold plated, you've got a transparent LCD segment there. You know, because it's got all this really cool stuff, I've never seen a G-Shock like this, especially where they're mixing resin and stainless steel. I just think it's incredibly cool. So for it being, you know, this cool, I can kind of overlook the legibility issue. I mean, it's not a dive watch. You don't really need to have, I'm just kind of making excuses. I'm making excuses because I like it so much. I mean, you don't technically need to be, you know, you don't need it to be that legible, I guess. It kind of forces you to really kind of admire the watch for a couple seconds before you can figure out what the time is. I mean, you kind of have to say, you know what, let me take a couple seconds here, look at the watch. You kind of appreciate the build quality and all the different materials. At least that's my opinion. Again, I'm making excuses for the crappy legibility just because the watch itself, I wouldn't want to say groundbreaking, but this is something that G-Shock has never done before, especially the translucent, transparent combi bracelet where it transitions to a metal bracelet. I just think that is crazy cool. All right, and if you notice right here, let me do this. If you notice right there, see on the right-hand side, they've got that little kind of like bumper or transition plate, that black one. And on the left-hand side, they don't have it. These are also, this bracelet, you can interchange it. As you can see, it's a quick release right there where my finger is, point right there. And then on the other side, right there. So it is a quick release. So you can put this on a different strap and or bracelet if you want. That's up to you. But I've never seen G-Shock do this before. That's why I think this thing, it's already sold out. In fact, let me go ahead and bring up G-Shock's Japan website. All right, let me go ahead and translate everything here real quick. Translate to English. There we go. Here's the lineup. As you can see, sold out. They have 7 total models. They've got a regular one. They've got one of the 6900s. Let's scroll down here. They got some of the GA models right here, which are pretty cool. And then, of course, they have 2 sizes of the Casio Oak. One's a little bit smaller than the other. But this is their clear remix series for their 40th anniversary. And again, this one's sold out on the Japan website. Guys, I'm guessing, man, so 33,000 yen. All right, let's do the 33,000 yen to US dollars. So in yen, it's about $237. But most of these are going for around probably $300. And guys, it would not surprise me at all if these shot up to between $300 and $400 or even more. They are limited edition. Again, they are sold out on G-Shock's Japanese website. I haven't seen them listed anywhere else. Now, I got burned a little while ago by Citizen. I thought that Ice Diver from Citizen was a JDM market watch only. And then about a week or two later, it's popping up all over the different Citizen websites like in Europe and North America. So I'm not quite sure, you know, what this one is. I think it's JDM only. I'm not quite positive. I don't want to say that for sure. Anyway, guys, let me go ahead and try this thing on real quick. It's really comfortable. I've already tried it on, and it fits right out of the box. Wow. And you know, once you find the right angle, it's pretty easy to read. Again, just making excuses just because I like the watch. But and it's really comfortable. It only weighs, what, 94 grams? So it's really comfortable, man. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and kill the studio light, kill the monitor. Let's take a look at this Lume. Now this Lume is a very bright LED light. It doesn't have the auto LED. I wish it did, but it doesn't. All right, let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Boom. There you go. It's pretty bright, man. And they actually had to lighten the color of the integrated chip from that normally it's like a really dark green. They had to lighten the color to make it a little bit more legible. So there you go. One more time. There you go. So guys, I really, really want to know your thoughts on this thing. Is the legibility an issue for you? Or are you like me and really kind of don't care? Just because this is kind of a groundbreaking watch because of all the materials they're using. So again, I'm making excuses. It's just so cool. Another thing, these buttons are pretty recessed, so they're a little bit harder to push than normal, especially the adjust button. Now, I know the adjust buttons are always more recessed than the rest of them, but this one you really have to push on to get it into adjust mode. So just kind of remember that. Trying to think of any final thoughts. So guys, I'm not quite sure where you can get these. Again, they're sold out on G-Shock's Japan website, but I know you can get them on eBay. You can get them on Chrono 24. You're probably going to pay anywhere between $300 and $400 for one. I think it's worth it because I think these are going to be incredibly collectible very fast. Again, they're a limited edition watch, so they're not just going to keep making them and making them. I do wish they were numbered. That would be great if they actually had a numbered limited edition. But kind of like Citizen, I don't think G-Shock does that. They don't actually number their limited edition watches. So anyway, guys, that's about it for this one. Again, I really want to know your thoughts. Tell me what you think of this thing. As usual, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. Whenever you do that, it really does help out the channel, and I personally appreciate it very much. And that's it for this one. I will see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.